The starting lineup for the visiting Orlando Magic. At small forward, Franz Wagner. At shooting guard, Markelle Fultz. At the other forward position, at center, Wendell Carter Jr. At the other guard position, Jalen Suggs. And now, the starting lineup for your Milwaukee Bucks. The big man, 7 feet 7 inches, number 6, Andrew Bogut. At the power forward position, 7 feet 7 inches, number 7, Ursula Ilyasova. Starting at the other forward position, 7 feet 7 inches, number 22, Grayson Allen. Starting at shooting guard, 7 feet 7 inches, number 9, Dante DiVincenzo. Starting at the other guard, 7 feet 7 inches, number 15, Tyler Johnson. The head coach of your home team. Once again, your Milwaukee Bucks.
Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Orlando Magic. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Well, Cole Anthony has made a name for himself when it comes to hitting cold-blooded game winners. He said, I do this, man. I was bred for this. I'm not the type to go hide. I live for these ending moments in games. Crunch time, that's my time. Guys?
Just like his dad right next to me. David, thank you very much. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Milwaukee. Third best record here in the early going. And, of course, Orlando, 4 games back. Now the starting group for Orlando. They've got Fultz. He's out there with Suggs. Wagner is out there with Wendell Carter. And it's Okeke in at the 4-man position. And for Milwaukee, Allen is out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Tyler Johnson, and it's Bogut in at the 5 down low. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
And it's such a great feeling to come out strong, but it's hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strengths. Oh, reversed at home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Now, here's Suggs. Trying to get open is Carter. It's blocked. Nobody near Allen. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
It's just stellar court vision by Bogut. Sees the defense is unbalanced and then finds the open man.
Now, here's Suggs. He's guarded by Johnson. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That's his first foul. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Here's Suggs. Last time, 14 points for him.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Timeout call. Who wants a t-shirt? Ladies and gentlemen, your Bucks dance team.
This past month, getting Eastern Conference Player of the Month, Zach LaVine.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
It's stolen by Johnson. Now the Bucks moving it up. Johnson's got the ball, and slam dunk by Johnson.
That's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Fultz, and it's sent back by Bogut.
And with that condor-like wingspan, Bogut says,
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. The finish, and finished off by Bogut.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Buries the long-range jumper. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Milwaukee.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Got a piece of it. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Suggs passes to Carter. Oh, and here we go. Bogut's got it, the fast break chance. Fultz against Ilyasova. Offensive rebound.
Just flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
Running them right out of the gym. The defense looks like they're ready for a break.
And who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise. All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Bucks dance team.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Booker, he's checked in for Bogut. LeBron comes in for Allen. Flynn's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Baker in for Johnson. Fultz, the pass to Okeke. To the middle. Carter kicks to Fultz. And stolen by Flynn. Here's Baker. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip. especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Wagner. Faults the pass to Okeke. Another miss by Orlando.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the shot is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And, well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, aren't in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Magic. Still without a basket in the game. Here's Baker. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off. He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical. Approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Drills the three-pointer. LeBron's got 5.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
The Magic again can't hit.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point, defensively, you have to take something away.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Hassan Whiteside comes in for Wendell Carter. And Anthony subbed in for Fultz. From deep, Ilyasova. And another three for Milwaukee.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Pass to Wagner. Now, here's Suggs. Back to Wagner. And stolen by Ilyasova. Shoots over Wagner. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter. For him, and it's painful for me to watch too.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Wagner. 11-point game his last outing, and stolen by Flynn. Out left to the wing. Puts up a three, and again it's Ilyasova with the triple. Ilyasova's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bucks. Orlando's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. The shot by Anthony. Nobody around. The Magic again can't hit. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Now we get a chance to check out Ursula Ilyasova. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged 17 points a game, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Orlando making some changes. Isaacs checked in for Okeke. Josh Hart comes in for Wagner. And Hampton subbed in for Suggs. Here's Whiteside. That one a little long. Flynn dishes to James. Back to Flynn. Over Hampton. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
You know, I think the passing skills of LeBron are his greatest asset, and he's got some great ones in addition to that. But his passing is otherworldly. When you get open, he gets it to you with exactly the right speed and pace so you can handle it.
Now here's Anthony, hoping to put that miserable performance against Toronto behind him tonight. It's deflected. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive.
Outside Anthony. There's the pass to Whiteside. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
And it's the Bucks on the break. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And here's Ilyasova outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Defense leading to offense. Another turnover and another basket.
And we all know miscues can really be game-changing. Pretty much the most damaging play you can make is giving the ball to the other team without your defense being set.
Here's Baker. 9 points in the game so far. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Well, they've weathered their turnovers so far.
They've been lucky to this point. If they want to keep this lead, they need to take better care of the ball.
Now here's Anthony. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Down low. Can they get it? And Whiteside slams it home.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep. He's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Here's Flynn, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Personal foul.
And Milwaukee calls their first timeout of the game.
Milwaukee timeout. All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for feedback time. All right, lookers coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Bucks dance team.
Substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Devin Booker. Thomas comes in for LeBron. Grayson Allen's checked in for Flynn. Watanabe's in for Baker. Now, here's Hampton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
They get a hand on it. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Orlando ball.
Here's Anthony. Allen knocks it away.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
Anthony down low. Lopez covering. Bucks another fast break opportunity here. A slam dunk by Thomas.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
And so it's Milwaukee able to put on a show for the ages. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back to the action after this word.
Coming out of the court.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
So it's Orlando now, outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Orlando, Jonathan Isaac is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Suggs. And it's Wagner in at the 3. The Magic making a switch here. McLemore is checked in. Here's Suggs. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And something that gets forgotten with Brook Lopez, he is still a strong rim protector.
I agree with you, Greg. Because he shoots the 3 and he's not a dominant post guy, it's easy to forget about his defense, but he's got excellent timing and good length and not afraid to mix it up either. Boy, I tell you what, it's been quite a night for the veteran Ilyasova. He's found a nice rhythm and he's locked into it.
Now, here's Suggs. Defense is right there. And here is Isaac. 11 points for him in that last game against Toronto. Allen outside. The tray. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Here's Ilyasova, and Ilyasova throws it down.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with. They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Isaac misses, and the dry spell continues. Ilyasova hits the bucket. Ilyasova's got 30 points.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
15th and second chance points. 16th in blocks. And for the rebounding numbers, not a strong suit. Top 20 in the league. And I think that's an area where they have to improve.
Okeeke's checked in for Wagner. Thomas passes to Ilyasova. Another shot. Thomas gets the bucket. Thomas got his third basket of the night right there.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
It's stolen.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Allen for the three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, the three. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Here is Whiteside. Trying to find McLemore. Gets it to him. Pass to Isaac. And stolen by Ilyasova.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes, have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Yeah, again, just lackluster transition defense.
McLemore, the pass to Okeeke. Allen for three, and he's good on the three ball. Allen's got 17 now.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pass to Okeeke. Over Thomas. Thomas with the block. Fires the three, and another three for Milwaukee.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Markelle Fultz is checked in for Macklemore.
Markelle Fultz.
Whiteside finds Isaac.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Pass to Fultz. Over in the corner, Isaac. Clock at 4. Another miss by Orlando. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Well, I tell you something here now. Ilyasova has deceptive athleticism, and I think it catches defenders off guard because if he gets around that rim, he's ready and looking to throw it down.
Here's Okeke. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. Bucks number 1.
Yeah, number 1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Here's Fultz. Isaac trying to break free. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
Like that explosion to the basket, Fultz can turn it on so quickly. He's past you before you know it. Quick as a hiccup.
Good on the bucket. Thomas got 8 points.
Just playing with poise and confidence, man. They continue to put points on the board.
Boy, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
For the Magic, Wendell Carter comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Josh Hart in for Suns.
Josh Hart.
Here's Fultz. The pass to Okeke. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Back to Fultz. Over Thomas. Fultz, no good. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Bangs home the trifecta. Ilyasova's got 35.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Magic have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting
2 shots
is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
That free throw good from Fultz.
You know, the early goings of Markelle Fultz's career have been hampered by injury, but he always comes back stronger and ready to play hard. Very impressive.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. James checked in for Lopez. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Thomas. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Watanabe.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
6 on the shot clock. Poke loose. It's stolen by Johnson. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Fast break points, the edge goes to them, and those quick buckets are easy money. I love to see.
That. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Looking back to last season, he was at about... %73%.
That free. Throw good from Fultz.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter, but right now he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
Markel Fultz at the line for 2.
He's perfect from the line this time. Johnson against Fultz. Shoots it up. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now, here's Hart. Defended by Allen. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season put up about 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Now here's Ilyasova. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against New York.
And I felt like his offense fed right into his deep. He caused a bunch of turnovers. There was just no let-up in him all night.
Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
To the inside. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got his first 2 points.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They've got to tighten it up.
And cheap. Throws it down.
All starting from a turnover. DiVincenzo shows great anticipation skills to make a play on the ball and get them in transition.
And it's Anthony with the ball for Orlando. When this game is finished, they'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. And up the court come the Bucks on the break.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff.
Guys, some pride bubbling up right there. He wasn't about to be outshone.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Here's DiVincenzo. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Hey, why settle for the layup when you can dunk it? DiVincenzo put in on a show on that drive.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Johnson outside. Ilyasova inside. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And so it's Milwaukee, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings. It is not looking good for those bottom teams, fellas.
Not looking good. And I can say one thing, they're looking better than Shaq's feet, though.
First of all, I just got my pedicure and my feet are looking pretty. Would you like to see them?
How many people does it take to do a pedicure on you?
12. One for each toe.
One for each toe. That's good stuff.
Whatever. They call me Twinkle Toes in the salon. Okay.
One for each toe.
Yeah, ha, 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 ha.
Good. I knew I'd get a laugh out of you. And time now to acknowledge what was a tremendous half of play for the Bucks.
Their control of the boards is a big reason for this lead. Seems like it might have been their game plan coming in. Send multiple guys to the rim when the shot goes up.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You gotta like what Ursula Ilyasova has done in this game.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Allen is out there with Johnson. Then it's Ilyasova. Then it's LeBron James. And it's DiVincenzo in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Now here's Ilyasova. He's defended by Wagner. Jacks up a 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Boy, Ilyasova has such confidence in his ability to knock down the long ball. Man, what a shooter.
As to Okeke. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Well, it does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. DiVincenzo's got 12 points in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Carter kicks to Fultz. Passes it to Suggs. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 11 feet away, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
From deep, Johnson, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And here's Ilyasova outside. Sinks. The triple. Ilyasova's got 48.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Launches it. And good! He hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And stolen by Ilyasova. From deep. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Tipped away. Allen against Fultz. Stolen by Allen. Fast break. Here they come. Rebound by the Magic.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has every everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
By himself, and Allen slams it in.
You know, Ilyasova is a sneaky, deceptive defender coming up with the steal there.
The Magic have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Allen passes to James. There's the triple. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Pass to Wagner. And here's Carter. It's stolen by Johnson.
And continuing to cough it up here, the TO's threatening to cost these guys the game.
Yeah, you want to get a shot every time down, even if it's a tough shot. Any shot is better than no shot. You just don't want to turn it over.
Suggs passes to Carter. Good work there as it goes. Carter's got his first bucket of the night.
And some much-needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by the Bucks.
You know, there's a fearlessness to DiVincenzo's